Hello people, today is the International Day for the total elimination of nuclear weapons. So why do we have this day? As you know, nuclear energy is a source for great potential as a power source. However, it also has a great destructive power in the form of nuclear weapons. And with the nuclear weapons countries possess today, the whole world could be destroyed. But even if these weapons are not employed on a grand scale, small-scale nuclear war could still decimate entire populations, regions, in terms of environmental and human security. We must not let that happen. Even in peacetime, nuclear energy can be harnessed for destructive means. Dirty bombs used by terrorists can still pose threats to population. And also, nuclear weapons are often lost. They are called broken arrow incidents. In order to understand nuclear weapons better, let's look over its brief history. All major powers in the Second World War started developing nuclear weapons, but the United States of America was the first to do it successfully. During the Trinity Project, we started in 1942 and ended in a successful test in 1945. The USSR developed its own nuclear weapon, an atomic bomb, in 1949. Thus, this was the beginning of the Cold War. With this, there was a mutually assured destruction, meaning that if either party was to attack the other, it would mean the end of civilization as we know it. As you can see on the graph, these are the countries that currently have nuclear weapons, and there's many tensions rising from it. There are powers who potentially want to acquire nuclear weapons, such as Iran, for example, which we will talk about later. Also, when we look at nuclear weapons themselves, we can see that their destructive potential has increased significantly, exponentially, over the decades. So while the Hiroshima Fat Boy bomb was 15 kilotons, the Tsar bomb, the biggest bomb ever detonated, was 50 megatons. And you can see on the graph what an extraordinary difference there is between these two. Nations that developed nuclear weapons were testing these at a large scale, polluting the environment and affecting human health in a significant way. As you can see on the graph, the number of radioactive isotopes in the atmosphere has raised significantly over this testing period. Therefore, something had to be done. In 1963, the Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty was signed, ending nuclear testing everywhere except underground. This was a significant step forward as it reduced isotopes in the air. The Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty can also be regarded as one of the first environmental treaties of its kind. If we cannot ban nukes, at least we should ban testing them to save the environment and to reduce harm for humans. Despite all the efforts to reduce the harm from nuclear weapons, there are still a lot of tension surrounding the topic. Most recently, there has been quite a lot of turmoil around the case of Iran, which has started enriching more uranium than expected and has allowed after the United States of America withdrew from the 2003 deal. Also, there is a non-proliferation treaty that would prevent new countries from acquiring nuclear weapons, but also allowing the existing ones to keep their own. But this has no real chance of complete disarmament as it currently stands. At the moment, I'm very skeptical about the chance of total nuclear disarmament, as the major powers will not give up their leverage over others. It seems world politics is shaped this way. However, how can we achieve a more peaceful world with this level of destruction? Is it a feasible plan to outlaw nuclear weapons completely, even if it's the goal of the United Nations? Would it be an actual real success to ban nuclear weapons? And the question for you today is, was the fear of nuclear strike a real concern in your family? Perhaps for you, or maybe your parents. Also, is the possibility of eliminating nuclear weapons real? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.